Welcome to episode 1 of Anime Review. I'm Rosie, and the first anime I will be reviewing is the Naruto series and Naruto Shippuuden. The plot of Naruto follows 12-year-old Uzumaki Naruto, a ninja in training, whose body is the vessel which contains a 9-tailed demon fox, which almost destroyed the village many years before the start of the series. Despite the villagers' hostility towards Naruto because of the presence of this fox inside of him, he continues to do all that he can to achieve his goal of someday becoming the Hokage, or the head of the village. The particular pros of this series are, for one, the characters. They're quite compelling. They're pretty deep. You can see where they're coming from, where they might go, and how they react with each other is very realistic. It also has a good message for younger children in terms of the never give up attitude that Naruto has towards life. It also can be quite humorous, which is nice. The cons of this series include the plot timing. It's very spread out. You can pretty much explain the entire plot of one episode in one sentence, even though they're 20 minutes long. It's just, the tempo is slow, even if the plot should be more fast-moving. There are a lot of flashbacks and a lot of explaining, so sometimes it can get a little frustrating and you just want the plot to move forward. Another drawback is that it's a little predictable. You can see sometimes where the plot is heading, and even sometimes there might be a surprise, but then if they do catch you in surprise, they'll then explain in great detail how they surprised you. One drawback that was pretty important to me was that there is a complete lack of powerful girls in the series. Until later on, we meet some, but it takes quite a while. The girls are all kind of weak and let the boys do everything. Until later in the series, when they at least start to punch through walls and stuff. The last major negative aspect of Naruto, the original series, is, I think anyone would agree with me who's seen the entire series, the last 100 episodes are all filler episodes, and there's no reason to have that many filler episodes. They should have just ended the series, but they don't tell you that they're filler episodes, so if you go to watch them and are looking for plot, like I did, you're going to watch a lot of episodes that have nothing to do with anything, and then the series just ends. It never goes back to the plot, so that's annoying. That's annoying. My view of Naruto, I'm not normally drawn to that kind of predictable or slow-moving series, but the characters fascinated me and the situation fascinated me, and I actually really got into it unexpectedly, and I'm still into it. Still watch the Shippuden, which I'll talk about next. So now I'm going to talk about Naruto Shippuden, the sequel series to the original Naruto series. And in order to talk about the plot, I'm going to have to give away a little bit of the ending of the original series, so spoiler warning. The sequel picks up 3 years after the end of the original series, and Naruto's best friend Sasuke is still missing. He's still on the dark side, trying to become more powerful so that he can exact revenge on his brother Itachi for killing their entire family. At the same time, Akatsuki, a small and evil group of some of the most powerful ninjas in the world, including Itachi, are on the move and they're trying to track down and capture the Jinchuriki, which are people with demon animals uh, contained inside of them, like Naruto's nine-tailed demon fox, because Akatsuki wants to extract the demons and use them for their own good. So, or their own evil, as the case may be. So Naruto, while doing all he can to try and bring Sasuke home, is also faced with this impending threat of Akatsuki. So in terms of the comparisons between this series and the original series, Naruto and his friends are all older and more mature, which is nice. Sometimes the 12-year-old hyper moments got a little bit old in the first one, so there are much less of those, and they're all more mature. They all think through things much more, and that's nice. Character-wise, another major difference is that the plot is a lot more. The stakes are higher, so the plot is a little more advanced. It's a little more exciting. It's a little more fast-paced, although the tempo, you can still kind of summarize each episode in one sentence, but it's all right. It's more bearable than the first one because the plot is better. I think there's just a lot more action going on and a lot more threat. Akatsuki is very real. They will kill people, so the stakes are much higher, and it makes for a faster plot naturally. And the third thing that I think I and all the other girls who watch the series would probably think of is that the girls are a lot more powerful in this one. Even the girls, the weak girls in the first one, like Naruto's friend Sakura, after 3 years of training, she can now punch through walls too, and they help bring down the Akatsuki members, and the girls are just there's much more of a presence there than in the first one. It's really nice. In terms of not so good, the series is generally better than the first one. It's still, as I said, the tempo's still a little slow, but it's alright. There was one random kind of long filler arc that they didn't really need, that involved zombies. I don't know why they did it, but it was a little too long. But other than that, it's been pretty good. So my own personal view of it, it is definitely better than the first one. It's exciting. There are girls in the series that do things, and Naruto is much more likable. There are a lot more characters. The new characters mix well with the old ones as well, which is good, and now we can see all the characters, what will they do in more demanding situations, and so it's exciting to see what they can do. So I forgot to have Kakashi join us for our Naruto discussion, but he can at least join me to say goodbye, and thank you for watching my first episode.